What's new about Guns and Gulaabs that made you want to do it?
I think first and foremost, Raj and DK. So getting a call from them itself was a pretty big deal for me. And then when they pitched this idea, I love the world of Gulab Ganj and all of these quirky characters, and I liked what was offered to me. I thought Arjun was the one who's going to give an outsider perspective into this whole scheme of things, and each character will have you like rooting for them, and, which is very difficult to do in a sort of multiple narrative. I think that's what Raj and DK are so good at. I feel like Guns Gulaabs is very light-hearted. It's like a gangster comedy, and I think it's stuff that people can watch very easily, and you can repeat view also. So for me, this was the right choice to kind of make my series debut.
As far as the teaser and the trailer is concerned, we've seen a lot of guns. They've not seen much of the Gulab part, like the love. What's the love part doing over here? What do you have to do with the element of love?
So even though he's this sort of narcotics officer, he was always pitched to me as a die-hard like romantic. He loves film music. He's married his college sweetheart. That's probably the Gulabs part of the show. There are Gulabs, but I think they come at crucial parts of the film.
It's a power-packed cast. Like when I saw the trailer, I was like, there's you, there's Rajkumar, there's Gulshan,
there's Satish Kaushal.
And what were the initial few days on set like, or when you, in the scenes where you were together?
It was great fun because it's a director duo, so there's already more than one captain, and then everyone kind of just gelled together, and also we were all kind of in that one same hotel. The entire shoot. All the cast and the crew. There's no hierarchy. Everybody's staying in similar rooms, and so we'll all kind of go together. We all do our evening meals post-shoot at the hotel restaurant. So much bonding that's happening. I found it very collaborative. I found it like very easy to make a suggestion or say, can I try this? With both the director and my co-stars. So very healthy in that sense. But yeah, it's like everyone's brought their A game. Everybody's killing it.
Any special incident or any scene that you'd like to talk about?
I think my first day with Satish sir. And,
I was going to come to that because considering he's no more.
Correct, and he was so lovely. And he's such a gifted actor, and I think he was going through this really great innings in his career now. And I was very curious about just the way he was delivering his lines. He's so effortless in that sense, right? I think he has this character in his head, so he can't put one foot wrong. But also like post-shoot, the times we spent, Satish sir loved to kind of hold court, bring everyone together, and tell you stories and make you laugh. And he was so lovely. It's like such a big loss.
Is wanting to explore different genres like the choice that you make?
I mean, it's two things. One is I feel like if I get very comfortable in one genre, one type of film, it becomes not that challenging for me, and I don't want something to be easy. And I feel like it'll make me complacent. B, it's like I really love to surprise the audience with each outing, and I don't want them to predict what I'm going to do next. Ideally, if I can keep surprising you, and the one thing I guarantee the audience is that it's quality content.
Since each of these roles are very, very intense, how easy do you switch off once the shooting is done?
It depends. Like doing Chup was a bit tricky. We kind of shot all of the big murder scenes in one go, like in the first 10 days. And the prosthetics in that was so good. I would be like cringing, like if it's a suggestion shot and I'm slicing through somebody's arm, and I don't deal with gore too well. These are the things we also love doing. The beauty of being an actor is to kind of play all these different people and try to understand the psyche of all these people. And but some are lighthearted and fun. And, some are intense. So the best part is, every day my office looks different. Every day my job criteria is different. And I think that's what we live for as actors.
Especially in your romantic movies, the one thing that's constant is your chemistry with the co-star. How do you not only keep that, but you improve that as well?
I'm someone I'm quite easy to get along with and quite easy to talk to. Now I have this crazy confidence. I'm like, you give me a tree and I'll create chemistry with it. I love what I do, and I genuinely think filmmaking is very collaborative. So I love to kind of jam on something with whoever I'm acting with. Secondly, it's obviously the great writing. I think I've gotten to work with some amazing talent.
How has your career made you evolve as a person?
I think I came in with a lot of insecurity and self-doubt. So I think with time, I now feel like I belong. I feel like I have a place. I feel like I have a cinema that I can call my own. if you look at my filmography, people know these are my films.
Yeah.
And the common sort of binding thread is me. So that gives me joy and confidence in that sense.
And how do you deal with both positive as well as negative reviews, and do you take criticism seriously, or?
I kind of scan over the positive stuff. I mean, it makes me happy. But like in the criticism, I do try to find if there's something constructive. If it is very personal, it used to bother me, but now I feel like it's coming from some other place. See, for example, like you said, if I was only doing romantic films as a romantic hero, the criticism would be that, oh, he does the same thing always. Right? And there were times when certain genres of films in my career came together. I was doing back-to-back sort of gangster films or like love stories or period films or something. So then people start labeling you as that. And I don't want to be boxed, you know. So more than reviews, I think a lot of like comments and stuff is to kind of understand what the audience thinks of you or your film at the ground level. And I think we need to have our ears on the ground. Like sometimes my family and friends like stop reading comments, like it's not healthy for you. Right? But I'm like, there is a takeaway for me, and there is a way for me to kind of, because I want to know what a kid in a remote small town in some part of India is thinking of this film, and those opinions also matter.
Okay.
And therefore, I think your choices are influenced by that.
All the best for Guns Gulaabs. What's next after that?
So this month is going to be busy with Guns Gulaabs and King of Kotha, my theatrical Malayalam release, which we're going to again release across languages. End of the month, I hope to kickstart a new film called Kanta, which is produced by Rana and me.
Okay.
Both the companies coming together for that. It's directed by Selva, who's made the Veerappan docu-series.
It's coming now.
Hunt for Veerappan. So he's a director. It's something that I heard back in 2019, and it's finally taking off. And post that, I have a Telugu film with Venki Atluri, and there's some more stuff that I can't announce right now.
Okay.
But I'm sure the makers will. But it's looking like a good year, and I'm loving the lineup.